How does the closing process work in a house? When do I sign my papers? When do I make my payments? When do I pay the monthly payments, and when do I get my keys? Well, let's talk about it. When you close in on a house, when you're all set and ready, and you have your closing date, typically anywhere between 2 to 3 days before your closing date of your purchase contract, you're going to sign your closing documents. If you're a cash buyer, it's a very short stack of papers, including things like the deed of trust and where it's going to transfer the title from the seller to you as a buyer. And most of you guys are going to be using a mortgage, and that's where this video is going to be very helpful for you guys. When you're home buying with a mortgage, you're going to sign your closing documents at a title company, anywhere between 2 to 3 days before your closing date. And this is all the mortgage documents for your part of the mortgage application. Once you sign those documents, you are going to either wire the funds to the title company or give them the certified check of your down payment and all your funds that are due for the transaction. Now, after sometimes within that time period, either before your closing date, you're going to do the final walkthrough of the house. You're going to walk through the house to make sure it still looks the same way as the day you wrote up the offer, plus any changes or repairs or modification that the seller has agreed to do. What you want to do is bring a checklist with you and bring your inspection document and verify. If needed, hire a professional to come check these things out to make sure those repairs are done. Always remember to get invoices and documentation to prove that those repairs were done. After that all is said and done, closing date, all the funds have been dispersed, the property transfers from the seller to the buyer, and you get your keys. Your real estate agent will give you the keys on the day of the closing, typically sometimes in the afternoon once the property is recorded and funded. So we're going to have a little bit of a waiting period, kind of like a grace period to make your first payment. So for example, if you close on January 15th, you're going to skip January, you're going to skip February. Your first mortgage payment is going to be due on March 1st. We bring this up because it's really helpful for you guys to plan to transition, getting out of your lease or making your monthly payments. That's how the closing process works. Cheers to a great and smooth closing on your new home.